15th place. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're all set to get going now here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We wait now for the 5 lights to come on. Hopefully they won't be taking too long. But yeah, here we go. Oh, we've got a glitch already. But here we go. We've got the 5 lights on. And away we go. It's a good start from Santa Giusto, I think so. Although Silver Star is quickly overwhelming him, and Silver Star is now leading the race. We've got the Ferrari of Turmes there on the left. He goes round the outside of Santa Giusto into turn 1, and it's Silver Star leading as Friendly Thompson's now at the back of the grid. He got shunted off. Jack's also being shunted off as well, I think disconnected. And Santa Giusto's teammate, Fodbon, is coming alongside them. Turmes lost out in the tight turns 2 and 3, so he's fallen back down to 5th place. And now, so the order is Silver Star from Santa Giusto from Nathan Lane, and behind him Fodball is Turmes, and then Daniel, who's made a good start from 8th, he's up to 6th place, and his teammate behind him has gone off the track early. And we've got Drever battling with Black November Jr. who's spun it again, and he's lost a few places. He's dropped down to 10th place. Technica meanwhile passed him through there. He's up to 9th place behind Evo and Griever, the two. Sorry, not the two Asses, the Half and the Mercedes. And behind Black November Jr., we've got the Renault Mocking Weeks, and then Tube Thingy, who's fallen back 2 places down to 12th place. And Jack, of course, has left the session. 6 Seals will soon be passing his ghost car. Freddie Thompson is right. Silver Star is pulling away, not like a Silver Star, but more like a shooting star.
Yeah, so that's Silver Star and as well as Griever and Technica, the big winners, as we see. Football fan on Nathan. That's a fuck.
He's done it. He's got him.
Thanks, Cold Message.
Has he? Yeah, he's got it. 2 Renaults in the background, the battling as well. Tube Thingy and Mocking Weeks. Tube Thingy has got ahead of Mocking Weeks, so they swap places, 11th and 12th now. Turmes has got, yeah, he's still ahead of Daniel, but Daniel, the rookie, is not going to want to give up. He looked to have a taste of the action last time, but had to pit stop before he got to make chance, and he moves. Santa Giusto is attacking the rookie now, wanted to take back what he believes is rightfully his, and that's the lead of the race. But already, Silver Star is shooting away. He's got a gap of 2.7 seconds. Unbelievable stuff from the four-cylinder driver. You expected good from him, Rotards, and already on lap 2, we can see that he is an absolute sensation. But look at the train behind him. Fodball, Nene, Turmes, Daniel, Santa Giusto, Griever, Eva and Technica, all in a massive train behind him. God, it can go anyway. And the race for Santa Giusto, he hopes to be leading a train like this, but he's right in the middle of it. His race has all gone pear-shaped there for the Finn. Absolutely mental. Fodball is still in 2nd place, and Nene in the Red Bull is hoping to lead a good fight for them, although it looks like Fodball is starting to pull out a gap to the rest of the train as well, and he'll be looking to hunt down the Force India or Silver Star. If we take a look at the lap times throughout the race, we'll see how close these 2 rookies can really get.
Oh, Daniel on Turmes. That might happen.
Oh, this is very close. DRS is not open yet. We've got to wait till next lap for that, so he's going to have to make the move himself. But Daniel now pulls over to the right, and is he going to make the move on Turmes? It's the Toro Rosso versus the Ferrari. Has he quite got it? No, he hasn't. Turmes on the inside line to turn 2, but now as Daniel gets a fantastic drive down at the first few corners, Daniel now is alongside the Ferrari looking to take 4th. Santa Giusto behind, looks like he's going to take the move on them both. No, he doesn't. But Daniel, as he run quite wide, he has a bit, and Santa Giusto takes quite a tight line, and is he going to get in between the 2? Yes, he is. So there's 1 Ferrari behind 2 Ferrari customers, a Sauber and a Toro Rosso. Oh, this is absolutely amazing stuff, as Freddie Thompson knows not in the lead, and he's just gone flying in the air through the pit lane. Look at that. This is Joe driving and running over his mechanics. Unbelievable. But yes, Silver Star is still leading the race from Fodballs, and there's still carnage at the back, and Technica is now up to 8th place. He's ahead of Evo. He's just managed to get in front, and now he's battling Griever, who was sliding about coming out of the tight turn 10. Technica gets past him with the DRS, and that's the defending champion up to 7th place, and he's going to catch one of his rivals now from last season, Turmes, who was behind Santa Giusto and Daniel. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, 3 of the top 4 right now are all rookie.
Or I don't know, 4, 5, 6 laps, depends on this tire wear. And
we've got a move. Sorry to turn. Sorry to interrupt you there. Well, is the move complete? Not quite. It's Santa Giusto against Daniel. I think Santa Giusto has got the move done. Yes, he has. But Turmes is trying to make the move through as well, trying to do what Santa Giusto did before. But no, and no. Ooh. Daniel got a good line, and Santa Giusto spun it. He's out again, and he drops even further back now. He's down to 9th place. Chupathy goes past. He's now in 10th place, or is he? It's going to be very close between those two. But yeah, that's Santa Giusto now in 10th place between the 2 Renault. goes. And meanwhile, Technica is right on the back of Tuomas and Daniel, going up the hill now around the long turn 9 before the very, very tight turn 10. Meanwhile, Silverstar is still 2 seconds in front of Fodbold, and Nene is still over a second behind. As Technica gets a little bit out of shape, they're coming out of turn 10, but he's still at the DRS open. I think that's what it was, open to DRS while the car is in full traction. So Tuomas there trying to move on Daniel, has not completed it yet, and he's still rounding that long twisting. Not twisting, but the long turn 11 and then the turn 12 as we come on now to the second straight as we head towards the international pit straight. But yeah, this is where all the drivers line up and try and get as much time as possible, and they can be in the DRS soon before acting it onto the pit straight. Rotards, take us through this next bit.
Yes, and we have Tuomas and Technica and Evo and Griever all in the DRS range of each other, as Tuomas, the closest one, opens the DRS. Daniel goes defensive, Tuomas goes to the right, and he's not far enough alongside. Oh, yes, he actually is to get... No, he's not. Almost had it. The one who hasn't stopped so far.
Yeah, although it's very close here. Coming out of pits now, Fodbold and Tuomas really close. Both of them on the yellow soft tyres, so both are going for the same strategy, just one lap's difference between them. Yep, Tuomas did take the yellow softs and he's now on the back of Fodbold going on the run down now to turn 4. It's Fodbold, oh, he's gone slightly wide, but then Tuomas' entrance wasn't exactly clean over, it was quite slow, and Fodbold manages to stay in front of Tuomas. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the field go, and the gap now between Technica and Silverstar is only 7 seconds. As you can see there,
Stig Seals has overtaken Chupotingi.
Very close to each other. Stig Seals overtaken Chupotingi. Whereabouts is that? Yep, just towards the back. Yep, Stig Seals has got past Chupotingi. Both of them on the medium tyres. So both of those are going for a long middle stint. Will they be able to leapfrog anyone, or will they not get the right pace out of these tyres? We'll have to think. Technica is going to pull away from Daniel here. Well, Daniel's super softs begin to fade, and Silverstar is out the pits now, and he is in 5th place. And the gap between him and Technica is 16.7 seconds. While further back, we've got a battle here between Fodbold and Nene. Nene and Fodbold right alongside each other. They've already made their pit stops, and they were close coming into the pits. But here we go then, going down on the run down to turn 4. Tuomas wanting to get a bit involved. He does not. He thinks better of it and backs out. And Fodbold there with the cutback. The cutback is on, although it's well defended by Nene and Nathan Lane. Nene in other names. Nene stays in front of Fodbold, but here we go now, going into turn 8. Fodbold, is he going to make the dive? But oh, he just about does. Oh, it's the same, but no, he's not managed to do it up the hill. The Red Bull with the better pulling power has managed to stay in front of the Sauber. So yeah, but here we go then with DRS. It's Tuomas. Yeah, Tuomas has got DRS, and so has Evo behind them. I don't know about Santo Giusto back in 10th place, but it's been a disaster race for Santo. Oh, as it's wheeling all over the track there from Nene, and Fodbold has to stick behind, and so does Tuomas as well. Fodbold in the Red Bull does not want to keep losing this, but then at the same time, he's losing time to his teammate who's out in the lead, and 23 seconds ahead of this battle. Technica now is 1.8 seconds ahead of Daniel, but I think the main battle going on here has got to be this one, because the pit stops have been made and they're going to start losing time to the front runners. The front runners, of course, will not be aware of this. However, they will never soon find out after pitting that they may be ahead of this lot, or at least be very close to them and much closer than they were at the start. But going down the pit straight now, DRS is open for Fodbold, for Tuomas and for Evo. They're going to make a move here as, oh my god, the Red Bull is weaving all over the track, and it's Fodbold who goes to the inside and Tuomas to the outside. Oh, there's contact there into turn 1, but Fodbold, he has to wait behind again, and he's going alongside the Red Bull this time, going up the hill now on the run to turn 4. It's going absolutely crazy stuff, but no shoving across the track like Nico Rosberg will stick to Fernando Alonso. But it appears Fodbold has now finally got the move on the Red Bull, or has he? Round turn 4 still. The Red Bull has just brilliant traction going round the outside, and now we're heading into the tight and twisties, turn 5, 6 and 7, and well, they're still alongside each other. It's normally single file through there, but yeah, Fodbold, it appears he's finally got the move done on the Red Bull, and Tuomas is now holding up Evo and Santo Giusto behind, who are going to be thinking, I'll have some of that action too, as we get the DRS open once again.
As we now have 4 cars within a second of each other, almost.
Well, 5 cars.
5 cars,
really.
actually.
Yeah, 5. Meanwhile, Technica is now 3 seconds ahead of Daniel, and his Technica staying out, but his Daniel, is he finally going to pit here? Yep, Daniel goes into the pits, and interesting to see where he comes out. I believe he'll come out actually around that battle we were just seeing. It's about 21 seconds he's got to those. This is going to be absolutely crazy. We'll learn the mate. Yeah, I think they will be close. They're coming along now around the last corner where they get their foot down, threshing the gas pedal. It's Fodbold from Nene, from Turmas, from Sant'Agisto, who managed to get ahead of Evo amongst all that, and we weren't seeing, but they have actually got ahead of Daniel. Daniel a little bit slower in the pits. So he's on the medium tyres. Daniel's got medium, so he's going for the one stop as well as Technica. Interesting to see there, but I believe Technica may make it work better because Daniel was pitted earlier and he was on the super soft at the start, so probably not the wisest of things. But Fodbold is now to third, Nene in fourth, Turmas fifth, Sant'Agisto sixth, and Evo seventh. And also now, we've got to wait and see where Technica will fare within that lot. The man who started right at the back of the field is already on lap 11, leading the race, and that is how a champion performs, don't you think?
Yes, and I think actually we might end up seeing a slight showdown between Daniel and Technica at the end, actually. Silverstar probably won't make for tires last till the end, while Technica has everything in a sense to make to go on the mediums, run to the end, and if he does the one stop, Silverstar isn't even a contender at that point because he's not pulling time out of him fast enough. He needs to pull at least half a second a lap at this rate to make the one stop.
He's pulling away, so I think with clear track now for Fodbold, he could quite catch Technica once Technica is pitted, and as long as Fodbold manages to look after his tyres and not put too much terror into them, yes, he will certainly be able to make this work, and it will be a good comeback, absolutely, for Fodbold. Silverstar, meanwhile, is 14 seconds behind Technica, so Silverstar, what he's going to have to do here is pull out, well, actually push as hard as he can, while Technica is behind him after pitting. Silverstar has got quite a lot of fuel left. He's got over a lap and a half worth, you know, along with his current race fuel, so he's putting some fuel in reserve at the moment, I think, is Silverstar, and then once Technica is in, he's going to absolutely fly that Force India around this track, but not put too much tear into the fresher super softs towards the end of this race, or yellow softs, depends how long he lasts on these ones. As Technica is pitted now, and he's tucked the medium tyres on, so Technica, although he's got an invisible car in the pits there,
he'll come out around football.
All right, here he goes, coming out the pits now. He's right by his teammate Nene. He's alongside Nene. He's ahead of him. Nene's gone straight off the track there at turn 1. He's lost a lot of ground. He's behind Sant'Agisto. So Technica is in third place now, and only 9 seconds behind Silverstar. But then Technica on the mediums will appear to be slower than Turmas and Sant'Agisto behind. But if Sant'Agisto keep battling, Sant'Agisto and Turmas keep battling, they're going to lose time, and Technica will absolutely just take advantage of that and try and get ahead of Fodbold, who's just a few meters down the road from him there, look, on your sinking pump field, and he was dehydrated at the end of that. But it's a very thirsty battle going on here now between Nene and Evo, as Evo's put the move here on Nene, so that's the Mercedes ahead of the Red Bull. As Nene's hit the back of him, he's hit the back and put a bit of damage to his front wing. Evo stays in front. There was a bit of lag, but that wasn't until after the hit, so you can't really blame the lag for hitting that, although Sant'Agisto's on his roof.
What?
Sant'Agisto's on his roof.
How's that
what happened there? Oh, and now he's reset himself to the track with not got a safety car. Road tires. Did you catch what happened there?
I didn't catch that, but what probably happened is a car in front of him lagged back into him and flipped him upside down, and he unfortunately didn't land back on his wheels. And he looks to have paused the game. He'll probably leave the session, I imagine. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So another bottle job yet again from Santo when he has left the session.
Unfortunately, nothing he can do about this one.
It's Technica still in third place, and he's just
six seals.
Maintaining the gap. 6 seals, going on with 6 seals. Oh yes, 6 seals. Super Thingy, that's right. 6 seals. He managed to stay in front of Super Thingy there, but Super Thingy has managed to get in front of the Mercedes. It's Renault's Mercedes, not something that we've seen for quite a long time. But Super Thingy is now up to 8th place in front of the Mercedes, both on the medium tyres, and I think both are going to the end of the race.
Naff?
Oh, hang on, but Super Thingy is going to be in between these two. No, he's going around the outside of Evo. Or is he? It's very close. Yeah, Evo, he's just managed to stay in front of the Renault. Thomas has fallen quite far back off Evo now, but is Chip thinking to make a move here into turn 4? Not quite. You don't want to do that, although Evo has run wide, and the cutback is not on for Chip Thingy. He didn't quite get the exit speed that he wanted. But yeah, right now it's Silver Star leading by 9.8 seconds from Technica. And Technica is managing those tyres beautifully, being very consistent. We've got Thomas and Evo going at it at turn 4. Evo trying to get around the outside. He hasn't done that. Thomas still holds on to 5th place. Yeah, it is 5th place. Thomas still holds on to 5th place, and they're losing time to Fodbold in front. I think Fodbold's well indeed got this over these drivers. Plus these two, well, Evo's on the mediums, Thomas on the softs. Thomas is hoping, oh, I'll have the faster tyres. But Evo, he's going to have the longer living tyres. But to be honest, I think with the amount of time left, there's debris coming off Technica, so not Technica, coming off Evo's car there, and that was part of the front wing, and he's got the DRS once again on the Ferrari. So it's battle for 5th this one, and we know what it's like when Mercedes go against Ferrari. We've seen it in the real world, and now we're seeing it here on Daniel. Silver Star is going to have the DRS going onto the main straight here. Silver Star now onto the 2nd straight as he puts down the power really hard. Rich Mix as he just gets his foot right on the gas. 2.9 seconds behind Technica now. It's going to be close as well to see where Technica finishes after his penalties are applied. I don't think Daniel and Silver Star have any. I haven't really seen their name pop up with any. But DRS open now for Silver Star on the main straight. He's closing. The Force India on the Toro Rosso. Is the Pink Panther going to pass the Junior Bull, the calf, in other words? They both look up going into turn 1. But is Silver Star going to make the move? No, he hasn't. There's nearly contact there, and it wasn't quite. But Daniel's managed to stay in front, and that's allowed Technica just to give him some breathing space. At the moment, as it would finish now, Technica will be in between these two. Oh, as the margin's getting very, very, very well jumbled up, you could say. We are on the last lap of this race, I should say, and amazingly, Technica started at the back of the grid, and since he took the lead at the first round of stops, he's pretty much controlled the race from there.
Silver spun!
Silver Star spun it! Oh my goodness me! Silver Star has spun it! Although I believe he will be staying in 3rd place because Fodbold is a long way down the road behind him. He was over 17 seconds back, but Silver Star has bottled the possibility of 2nd place and the race win, and it's all going to be a calm breeze now to the finish with Technica and Neil and Silver Star. Well, Silver Star's going to have to concentrate on keeping it on track. Thank you for watching. Thank you for catching that on Road Tires.
As the gap is more than 3 seconds now, so Technica will technically win the race.
Technica technically wins. Brilliant tongue twister. As Technica right now, he rounds the first corner, sorry, not first corner, the final corner. So then, as we head on to the main straight, he's started 15th, he finishes first. Technica wins the race as the fireworks go up here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Daniel only 4/10 of a second behind him once the penalties are applied. Daniel finishes 2nd, runner-up on his debut. What a performance! And Silver Star finishing 3rd on his debut. What debuts we've got here for Daniel and Silver Star. Absolutely fantastic. And Fodbold now, he also crosses the line in the Sauber, also on his debut finishing 4th. Unless Frandy Thompson plays it later, I don't know. Thomas just crosses the line there to the red and yellow fireworks matching the colour of the car. Bang, bang. There he goes, well, and I'm sure we've got Katy Perry playing while this happens. Baby, you're a firework. But I'm not going to sing, so I'm going to carry on with that. I'm going to stick to commentating. Freddie Thompson crosses the line now in 6th, or does he? Or is it 11th? I have no idea. Evo's crossed the line in 6th now. Yeah, Nene 2nd. A bit of a disaster for Nathan Lane, you could say. There could have been better. 6 Seals is 8th in the Mercedes. Tube Thing is 9th. Or the Tube Thing is up to 8th because of 6 Seals penalties. Or is he? We don't know, but we'll see in just a second. But what a season opener that was.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, now. Was a really tough race.
Yes, we know.
It was.
You wanna do the questions, Ash?
Yeah, okay, go on then. Yeah. So you look to be catching them towards the end there, although it did go a bit pear shaped on the last lap, having a little spin before getting Daniel. But did you believe any time when catching up the front runners that you were going to catch and then overtake them?
No, when I saw that they already stopped and they have to do a second stop, and then I saw it's about 10 seconds. I thought, no, I can't. but then when you can every round are 1 second faster than the others, you start to believe, and then once it's only 3 or 2 seconds, you think, oh, maybe now I can catch him. And then there in the last lap, we nearly touched there at turn 2. Yeah, it was really close, but I didn't thought that I can come back.
Well, it did appear to be going rather well for you, especially, you know, you took the lead at the first corner. When you did take the lead at the first corner on, you know, first lap, of course, do you think straight away, oh man, I can win this?
Yeah, I thought it was my first race and I didn't knew about the race pace from the others, but then I had a really good start and it was quite a surprise. And then once you're leading, it's always much easier because then you see the gap always getting bigger and bigger. And then I thought, hey, maybe I can win this, but I didn't saw that the others are not on the same strategy. That's why I first tried to stay out and went 2 laps after Nene, I think, into the pits. And then when I saw that the others are already on mediums, I thought, no, now I can't win this anymore.
Unlucky, but at the start, before the race, actually, our commentator here, Rotas, was saying he believes you could do really well in this race. In fact, this whole season, and not only were you setting good laps in qualifying, but when you took the lead at the first corner, you were really pulling out some rapid lap times. You know, you were pulling away pretty quickly, weren't you?
Yeah, the setup was quite good, especially in the beginning. I really never had or rarely had a wheel spin. I always had good traction, and yeah, it was quite fun at the beginning. Not so in the last lap, but yes, first corner, I didn't thought that I can catch him there, because I didn't saw it was the Sauber who spun there. I don't know which turn it was, and right behind me, and then I thought he is faster than me, and then he spun, and then yeah, always the gap getting bigger and bigger. It was a quite good race.
Certainly was a good race. The next time on for the season opener. What do you know? Any of the do you know any of the other drivers in this league? You know, from other league racing or just as friends? Do you know any of the others?
No. When I first checked all the names or player tags, I really didn't knew anyone. Yeah, you're all from Great Britain. I'm from Switzerland, so yeah,
Okay.
I'm more in the Swiss or German part. Yeah.
Well, we have got other drivers actually from Central Europe, like yourself. So, but it'd be interesting to see, you know, what sort of battles we have here, because you weren't the only rookie that impressed us tonight. No offense. We had Daniel as well. He did a phenomenal job. Do you think you and him could be having some more close battles this season? Although, to be fair, you were on different strategies tonight.
Yeah, I think it can be quite difficult with him. Maybe once he's faster, but I normally don't really like Bahrain. So I think when next tracks are coming, I might be faster.
You
Yeah,
don't like
always...
Bahrain, but you qualified second anyway. That's impressive.
Yeah, well, it was. I think it was one of my best Bahrain qualifying laps I ever had. I didn't thought that I can pull out the, what was it, 128.4. The best I ever had was 128.55 or something, and it was quite a surprise for me.
Well, you've certainly done really well tonight. And is there anything else you want to say before we head to Spain? I think it is next time out. I believe it is.
Oh,
Spain.
next round is China.
Oh, is it China? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So China is next time out. My apologies. So sorry. Is there anything that you want to say about China? Your pace there before you go, or do you want to keep it a secret from everyone?
Yeah. I already had last Tuesday a league race in China, where I think I came 5th place because I spun 3 times. Yeah, it's not always easy track, especially the first corner.
Yeah, That's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, but I think the speed is there, so I'm looking forward to it, to other great battles.
Well, you look forward to all the great battles. We look forward to them as well, and we look forward to seeing you be involved in them. Thanks for your time, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers now. See you in China.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.